8:17 buzz. Sister Lauren timely. Won't believe. No, hello. Gossip her air. Morning, I refilled. Cassidy's boasted weeks at club about reclaiming Gabriel. Voice thrilled. Jennifer her cyst billing. Planned surgery. Timing all. Cup. Down. She's in club. New. Benting on Cassidy researcher work peak. Max hit. Mirror practiced helpless. Validation, not hurt. Elaborate, mild. Over a year. Pie on his habits, your issues? No issues till yesterday. Pause. None. Not pre. Silence, then soft. Plan, T. Henderson work. Attorney call soon? Attorney? Quick. Why delay? Hit shows. I respond. Post hang. Prepped vid with Catherine. Maria recommended from her divorce. Screen at 9 o'clock. Warm pro. Reviewed docs impressive haul. Emailed night prior. Policy, deed, $30,000 statements, emails. Husband's marital fraud. Joint funds for policy. Hidden consults. Leverage strong. Deed flags influence. Manipulation. Practically. Notes taken. Breached spousal duty. Courts hate asset waste via deceit. You get accounting, likely Baker's share. If claims temp return. Sharp smile. Abandonments. Abandonment. Mid-assets talk. 11:47 ring. Gabriel. Pulse up. Face neutral. Take this him. Record all. She. Said Switz. Voice pitched. Strained and not yesterday's cocky. Isabella. Need home. Pick me. Stood to window light streaming. What? Cassidy okay? She's unhinged. Locked out. Bags on grass. Police threat. Words rushed. Youthful panic. Docs found things. Im nuts. After money. Dark satisfaction. Voice even. Police. What docs? Dunno. Hysteria new in 5 years. Insurance. Property paranoid. Meds Messinger. Keys grabbed. Doorbound. Enroute.com. Hurry neighbors watching. 80-minute drive could've. 12 lights for composure. Concern confused mix. Rosewood turn. Ideal scene. Gabriel hunched on cases like unwanted baggage. Shirt rumpled, hair ruffled. Neighbors mail checking, staring. Window, her pacing, phone gesturing rage clear. PJ's gone for normals. Act dropped. Parked, approached, measured. Audience aware. Gabriel, what happened? Loud for ears. Stood fast. Bag trip. Snapped fine. Then frauded screams. Things tossed. Eyes to glaring window. Leave now. Lifted bag. He flinched at door crack slim. Sure. Load up. Bags haphazard to trunk hide. Packed precise. Hands shook closing. Fine last night dinner. Film. Normal. Mail this morn. Boom. Merged road. Gentle. Mail. Found docs on policies. Transfers. Cues theft. Harm for cash. Voice broke. Isabella, I'd never you know. Of course, soothed, turning. Meds causing paranoia bad reactions. He latched desperately. Yes, pill stunts yesterday. Face rub called con. Money grabber where from? Minds wander, unwell. Steadyspeed.com postmeds. No calls lawyer screams. Broad slumped small. Meant to help how this? Our drive house startled him. Like forgotten. Sat. Engine. Cooling. Needs time. Suggested. Trauma alters. Nodded. Grasping non-self-blamed. Right clear head. Sees mix-up. Unloading Mrs. Patterson with Old Spaniel butterscotch. Timed intercept. 30-year resident. CIA-level network. Isabella Gabriel. Faux surprise. Gossip tone. Heard ruckus at Morrison's morn. He tensed. I touched arm. You, butterscotch? Fine deer scanner. Buzz domestic on Rosewood. Yelts on fraud, theft. Woman distraught. Police keen eyes gleamed. Misunderstanding, he flushed. Sure, she agreed. Face doubting fodder for coffee chat. Serious claims. Inside, I said Bags gesturing. Roughmore nod, leash tug. Take care, look convicted him. He dragged Kay's heavy study-bound muscle. Recall. I kitchen stay timing. Discovery of changes. 3 minutes. Footsteps heavy. Doorway pale. Clothes gone from closet. Guest. Room, I said, pulling folder from bag. Talk time. Eyes on Manila. What? Sit. Table of 5 years meals, chats, deceits. He sat fragile. Spread contents. Divorce docs crisp, 23-page accounting of wrongs. Statements highlighted. Policy, deed, betrayal ledger. Face cycled. Confusion to shock to anger to plea. Source. Whisper. Your cabinet key, you thought, soul. Sat opposite. Calm since Tuesday. Papers fresh from attorney this morn. Lawyer already? Sharp. You moved to her, would expect? Wait. Hand shook on report. Says $30,000 diverted. $32,467 exact a year's premiums on her policy. Deed fees. More for. Your schemes. Ours. Mine pre-marriage. Inheritance by. Mortgage my account. Your tenant. 30 days out. Face ashen can't. Can AM. Accounts frozen for split quarterly fraud. Stood abrupt. Chair scrape. You skimmed anew all. New. What you revealed. Open laptop. Emails. Unlocked cabinet. Made it simple. Docs in her milieu. Head tilt. Just in short informed choices. Like your mature aid claim. Ruined all turned her. Didn't turn, just showed policy deed. Reasonable concern for beneficiary caretaker. Phone buzzed. Paler reading. Screen. Her post caps warning. Gabriel. Harrington fraud con 4 house. Insured me sans knowledge via wife's cash. Planning dump. Receipts. Docs attached. Comments surging. Shock. Rage. Reputation. Job I'll see. Yes. Rings. Brother. Mom. Work. Avalanche. You orchestrated packing. Drive. Docs knew. Knew she deserved truth on her housemate. You consequences. I better than 2-year plotter. Sank. Phone buzzing. Life. Rep. Plan. Crumbling public. Guest has sheets. Stuff there. 30 days apartment. Hunt tomorrow. Doorway stop. How long known? Leaving. Tuesday. Liar. Always suspected, chose belief. Not meant this way. Meant undetected. Her property. My support. You all me. Empty confusion. This exposure. Unintended. Up to my room. Door shut on his panicked brother call. Tone seeped through. Changed comfy. Hair back. My house. Life reclaimed. 2 weeks. Legals. Mail redirects? GossipNet updated. Maria's pal said restraining order. Deed fraud probe. Mrs. Patterson. Gabriel and Highway Studio. Weekly rates. Mom arrived Saturday. 3 weeks post-exit. Soup hot. Mission face. Entered with key. Found me reading. Set soup. You look slim. Standard. Eating well. Heated while I tabled. Synced years. Ate quiet then. Dad wasn't first hubby. Spoon. Neardrope never mentioned. Richard Sharman driven. Young Drim. 3 years till trust fund financed girlfriend's shop. Added his name. Couples do. Mom. Unaware. 25 love expert. Found out wanted lawn, bonfire, public screams. Did? Documented quiet. Served papers at her boutique opening. Investors watching. Smile. Closed 6 months. He Ohio car sales. 3rd marriage. Dad. Met 2. Years later, new charm versus character. Hand squeeze. Best revenge. Thrive while they face choices. You're doing it. Needed validation washed over. Mom understood my moves. Afternoon text. Jennifer via Lauren. Cassidy wants share. Number? Email. Evening message. Blank subject. No apologies, no, my intent? But you averted danger. Policy transfer lawyer. Says disastrous if stayed. Posted to warn, not drama. Gabriel's masked predator. Thanks for unmasking. Colorado moves soon. Fresh. Cassidy. Read twice. Deleted no bond needed. Just women schooled on words versus deeds. Fall leaves turned. New routines. His 30 days. Collected absent. Key left sans note. 6 months post-reveal. Hosted party in my house. Maria with new doc bow. Laughing, adoring. Lauren, hubby, fancy wine for freedom. Mrs. Patterson gossiped. My unwitting scout. House lighter. Bold walls he hated. Modern art. Study now library. All my choices. Toast Maria raised. To Isabella? Mentioned. She scanned my fake grin. Upstairs noises. Visible suitcase. Isabella, what's up? Gabriel's aiding Cassidy's post-surgery care. I beamed. So noble, right? Maria's face cycled to doubt. She nursed at Cassidy's hospital. A cosmetic. Enhancement. Words hit like bombs, but I kept stirring. She claimed nerve damage from a wreck. Isabella, she whispered. Saw the roster elective beauty OP planned months. How considerate to time it perfectly, I said, salting steadily. Maria eyed me. 12 years of shared lows her split, Dad's passing. She knew this facade. Calm pre-storm. Say. No, he needs breakfast for his mercy quest. Eggs sizzled in the pan. Post Maria's exit hand squeeze. Call me, I served. Him. He scarfed nervously, praising twice to soothe conscience. I nursed coffee, murmuring agreement to his temporary spiel. Checking our account, he said, phone out. 4 supplies while away. I watched his neutral scan. He skipped the $30,000. Banished over 2 years insurance transfers to an unknown firm. Recent property consult pool. He shut it, ate on. I'll manage bills, I offered, topping his cup. You're amazing, he repeated, now sounding accusatory. I don't deserve you. At last, agreement. I smiled, cleared plates. Internally, fragments aligned. Lost cash, hidden schemes, fake surgery. Deceit threads forming more than infidelity. Finish packing, I said, drying hens. Cassidy awaits. Upstairs, he phoned in his study, murmurs behind shut door. I surveyed bedroom packing mess. His wardrobe likes silent testifiers to our fraying bond, each item memory-laden. Started with summer gear. Linen slacks from Charleston last month. Polos from client golf. Folded retail perfect, edges keen. He emerged hour later to my organized stacks. Shirts, color-sorted, casuals by type. Display ready. You're overdoing, Eddie noted. Unease in voice. Caregiving demands order, I countered, brandishing label maker from closet. Tagging for ease. AM outfits, PM casual, nightwear. Labels precise, hinting obsession or fury. Isabella, this is ... He trailed, seen boxers squared. I've begun meals too, I pressed on. 2 weeks frozen dishes. She can't cook recovering. And your kitchen hopeless. Jab wrapped in care. Chicken soup, your pasta fave, plus healing tea, mixed ginger, turmeric. His expression shifted to near dread. Tea for Cassidy's healing. Reduces swelling. I grinned wide. Jarred with directions. She love it. He fled to study. Phone low but pressing. She's helping too much. Weird. Pause. Unsure. While occupied, I entered his office. Locked cabinet, 4 key papers. He didn't know I'd duplicated the key years back after his loss. Ordered 2, gave 1. Bottom drawer glided open. Past old taxes, manuals, a fresh folder. Crisp sheets inside. Pulled it, ears alert. First paper halted my breath. $500,000 life policy on Cassidy. 2 years old. Gabriel beneficiary. Payments matched our accounts. Mystery insurance. Drains our funds. Funding his plot. Second clarified all. Quitclaim deed. 6 weeks prior. Partial ownership of her townhouse to him. Cited future aid as cause. 6 weeks ago. Anniversary dinner. Him clasping my hand. Future talking. Phone snapped 23 shots. Pages, signs, dates, payments, stamp, witness, scrawl like colleague Rogers. Deeper than cheating. Footsteps. I replaced. Exactly. Locked. Browsed shelves as he entered. Found something? Suspicion edged. Your med book from last year useful for her care. He eased. Garage, probably. Docs will cover? Sure. I passed. Soup check. Downstairs, portioned soup, labeled neatly. Phone vibrated. Mom, spot and timing, answered Sherry. Hi, Mom. Isabella troubles brewing, I sense it. 3 decades mom radar. All good. Gabriel's being heroic. Helping ex-Cassidy pop stop admiration. Faked his ex. Moving in temporarily. Decent thing. Knew she'd spread to book club fast. Gossip over vino before he arrived. Isabella Marie. Stern tone from teen busts. What's your game? Backing my hubby aiding need. Added soup container? You'd do for Dad. Grunt. Call if needed. Will. Love to Dad. Hung. Prepped more. Lasagna layered exact. Curry divided. 2 weeks bliss for his pretend home. Tea last. Chamomile calm. Ginger anti-inflame. Honey sweet. Lavender rest. Harmless. Jarred with painted label. Healing and fresh starts. He found me cooling it. Overkill. Hollow protest. Just right, I snapped shut. Set for tomorrow. Wednesday dawned mockingly bright through windows. Gabriel up, edged on bed in ironed khakis, blue shirt from parents first to meet for years back now. For her. Coffee? New? Yes. 2 sugars, cream splash in Uncle's mug. Kitchen ritual mechanical as he stacked bags. Cooler ready, tea jar atop like trophy. Grunt lifting suitcase eyed packed warrior style. Cars in shop Libby both knew I'd spotted. It yesterday drive me. Obvious fib, but I smiled. Sure, with cooler. 20-minute ride morphed him. Shoulders loosening, breaths deepening, fingers still. Highway hit, humming guilty shower tune. So progressive, he said past downtown exit. Few grasped this setup. We're unique, I said, road-focused, noting his ease. Phone checks her texts. Lip curve, ring swap to right hand, thinking unseen. Her complex. Bland rose, tiny lawns. Unit at Rosewood Court End, name fancy for drab. Parked behind BMW, absent from her struggle posts last year. Door swung, pre-unbuckle. Cassidy framed, waiting. Champagne silk PJs, curls perfect, makeup hour-long. Looked brunch-bound, not recovering. Gabriel, weak call. Worried. Steps cautious. Side-pressed fake pain, walk fluid. He bolted to her, hands hovering. Easy, murmured. She leaned fragile. Isabella, she noted. Eyes rival scanning. Same forgetting it? Not many wives so advanced. Grabbed cooler cheerily. We do what's needed. Recovery tough. Horrid sigh. Breath fine. Pain's intense. Can't cope solo. Inside noted. Unused. Wheelchair. Tag residue. Pill props labeled out. Flowers visitor prepped. Staged like showroom. Bags help, I offered. Trailing while she lounged. She's coping well, post-op mild note, lifting laptop bag. Jaw tight. Varies per person. Inside. Her hand on his arm, intimate. Missed company, fingers trailing. Night's toughest. Helps here, bright, cooler on counter. 2 weeks meals. And this tea, ginger, turmeric, chamomile, soothing. Smiled strained. Sweet. I'll head out, after settling in guest room fresh decor. Settle in. He walked me out, relief obvious. Call later lead, take time loud for her. Drove. Blocks to cafe. Quiet booth, with laptop, hidden folder. Photos, to new email. Cloud back. Manila envelope. Prints of policy highlighted payments. Deed note. Odd timing transfer. Pre-elective. Email screens. Politeness. Jab yellowed. Her Instagram wine pics. 3 days. Pre-emergency note. Quick heal from tasting. Note. Altered script. Cassidy. Gabriel insured you for $500,000 2 years back via marital funds. With Dita Curious Finances. Why caretaker profits from death. Attorney checked arrests, transfers Scorcio null. Recovery wishes. Concerned watcher. Sealed, named, left. Walked 15 minutes to Hood. Slipped in mailbox amid walkers, blended. Home drive floated lights green. House silent welcoming no. Study TV. Typing throat clears. Poured his saved Malbec. Surveyed criticized kitchen. Tonight, perfect. Appliances placed. Jars forward. Counters spotless. Mine. Wine, superior alone. Reorg pantry. His bars high. Teas front. Cereals back. Granola prime. Reclaims revolutionary. Phone up, loud. Her mail ritual, 7:30 a.m. Pre-coffee. Per posts. 13 hours to discover. Smiled into glass. Slept bed, sinner. Star spread, no snores, tosses, early alarms, 3-week fad. Sheets lavendonly cologne ghosting. Thursday birds at 6:30. Stretched, yoga in living room. Matt once griped. Warrior pose fitting. Breathing for what's next. Breakfast. Yogurt-honey-walnuts. Green tea. Rose mug he mocked as granny-ish. Emails. Client reply. Meeting set. Surreal amid brewing storm 2 miles off. 7:30 past silent. 7:45. 8 o'clock. Sleeping or absorbing. Pictured her driveway red, realizing. When my husband announced, I'm heading back to live with my ex-wife to look after her. You'll get it eventually, I just smiled and replied, absolutely. I went ahead and packed his things, even drove him over. But the little something I tucked into her mailbox brought him crawling back home, with nothing to show for it, in under 2 days. I'm relocating to Cassidy's place to help with her recovery. You'll see why someday. Gabriel dropped this bombshell as I was halfway through my Tuesday night chamomile tea, making me place the mug down with careful poise instead of hurling it at him. After 5 years wed, he decided to blow up our shared existence with the offhand vibe of someone mentioning a change in coffee brands. I examined his expression, the fidgeting with his glasses, the anxious spin of his wedding band, the safe gap he kept across our kitchen counter. Naturally, I found myself responding, my tone laced with a honeyed edge that had him retreating a step. When are you heading out? His ease was immediate and offensive. He'd braced for sobs, blame perhaps the cup sailing by his face. My serene agreement knocked him off his game entirely. Tomorrow afternoon, he stammered, still twisting that ring. Her operation is set for Thursday at 7 a.m. Before we go further, if you think trust and openness are the bedrock of every relationship, hit that subscribe button. It's on the house, and lets us spread these vital tellies. Now, watch how Isabella navigates this devastating disloyalty. I gave a nod, sipping more tea. The room seemed to shrink, walls closing despite the spacious layout we'd adored when purchasing the place 3 years back. In those days, Gabriel had held me right here, murmuring about the kids we'd nurture, the gatherings we'd throw, the future we'd craft. Now, he positioned himself across the stone countertop like it was a barrier. How long has Cassidy been prepping for this procedure? I inquired casually. Around 2 months. It's tricky, tied to nerve issues from her accident last year. He was easing into the subject, likely relieved I was discussing instead of detonating. She's tried therapy, but the specialists insisted on surgery as the final fix. 2 months while I'd been arranging our Napa anniversary getaway, he'd been plotting his escape. The bookings sat in my inbox. The vineyard excursion prepaid for. 3 weeks out. I pondered if he'd overlooked it or just didn't bother. And she's got no one else. I probed, truly intrigued by his story. Cassidy Morrison wasn't some recluse. Her social media, which I absolutely hadn't been monitoring, featured frequent ladies' outings, family grills, and a tight bond with her sibling, contrary to whatever fib he was about to spin. Her folks relocated to Florida last year, and you. No, she and her sister aren't on speaking terms. There it was, the falsehood gliding out effortlessly. Only a week prior, she'd shared pics from her sister's birthday meal. I'm the sole person she trusts for this kind of help. Personal care stuff. Personal care stuff. The words lingered like an admission. I saw the awareness hit him, the blush rising as he rushed to explain. Health-related, I mean. Assisting with baths, bandage swaps, things like that. Lucky you're free to assist, I remarked, rising to wash my cup. Out the window, neighbor Margaret strolled her elderly poodle on her rigid 7:30 routine. The everydayness felt bizarre. Will you use the spare room? Gabriel paused a fraction too long. She's turned her office into a downstairs recovery space to avoid climbing. Smart planning, I said, shutting off the faucet and toweling my hands methodically. 2 months ahead, as you mentioned. Something in my inflection must have registered. As his posture stiffened, Isabella, this isn't. I'm not abandoning you. It's short term, until she's steady. Sure it is. I creased the towel neatly and draped it straight on the oven bar. What's the projected recovery time from the docs? 6 weeks? Possibly 8, based on any issues. 8 weeks of my spouse cohabiting with his former wife, offering close assistance, playing the savior. I pivoted to face him, resting against the counter. You've planned this thoroughly. I had no choice. I figured it'd be tough for you to grasp, but Isabella, she was my spouse for 8 years. We didn't last, but I can't ditch her in a crisis. That term again to chest, if declining to shack up with an ex equaled desertion. As if choosing his present wife was the inferior ethical path. You're correct, I stated, and his gaze widened in astonishment. I get it. You've committed. And you must follow through. Gabriel's relief was nearly laughable. He grinned, that youthful charm that won me over in a cafe 6 years prior. I knew you'd see reason. You're incredible, Isabella. Few wives would be this accommodating. I returned the smile, mentally inventorying his study, the passwords on. Notes. Despite my security lectures, the cabinet where he hid Cassidy's old snapshots. Thinking I was clueless. Well, let's pack you up. You'll want order on arrival. You don't need to assist, he said hastily. I know it's odd. What sort of spouse wouldn't aid her husband in need? I brushed by him to the hall. I'll fetch your luggage from storage. Call Cassidy with your Ida. Ascending to our room, I caught his voice trailing, shifting to those warm, private notes. Hey, Cass. Yeah, I spoke with her. She's handling it amazingly. Amazing, one way to put it. In our bedroom, I hauled out his big suitcase from our Costa Rica honeymoon. The tag lingered. Mr. and Mrs. Gabriel Harrington. Forever starts now. Forever clocked in at precisely 5 years, 2 months, 16 days. The case gaped on the bed like jaws ready to devour our past 5 years. The shower kicked on in the ensuite. Gabriel's tuneless hum floating out. He hummed when Gutia. Giveaway he never realized. I creased another top with hospital sharp edges, Mom's lesson, and stacked it neatly. His computer rested open on the bedside, screen off, but unlocked. He always forgot, ignoring my digital safety nags. The water ran. Steady, his long showers for pondering gave me 10 minutes minimum. I circled the bed, tapped the pad. The display lit up, exposing his emails. Top thread. Cassidy Morrison, spanning 2 months. 2 months scheming while I slumbered next to him, unaware. Subject. Post-op setup. Bland for prying eyes. I opened. It latest. From 11:43 p.m. yesterday post-yoga. While I dozed, twisted my gut. Eager to have you back, Gabe. Like our shot at round 2. Once settled, we'll explore where it leads. His reply at 11:51 p.m. From the bathroom as I slept nearby. Isabella won't resist if we spin it properly. She's too courteous to appear unsympathetic to illness. Believe me. Too courteous. After 5 years, that's his view. Not compassionate. Not affectionate. Just polite, like a passerby holding a door. I scrolled back. March 15th. Cassidy. Doc says surgery postmate any time. Wait past your anniversary. Gabriel. No, earlier's ideal. Isabella gets sentimental, then better during her work crunch. They'd timed my devastation around my firm's peak, like slotting a checkup. Water flow shifted. He was wrapping up. I shut the email, left it unread, resumed folding. Gabriel exited Telclad, dripping, to see me sorting his meds into a case. No need for this, he said, but relief tinted his tone. Scrambled or omelette? I asked, eyes on the bottles. For breakfast you will want fuel for the trip. Isabella. He perched on the bed, drops spotting the quilt. Scrambled, with your favorite hot sauce. I clicked the case shut. I'll cook while you dress. Downstairs, I operated on autopilot. Eggs beaten with cream as he liked. Bread toasting. Butter warming. Coffee bold and dark. Motions wrote, mind churning over the revelations. 2 months of synced lies. Late nights, sudden trips, recent extra. Sweetness guilt masked as love. Doorbell chimed as I plated. Windows showed Maria's red car. My college pal sensed chaos like a storm. Dropping that book, she claimed at the door, though no book was